What's going on YouTube? Right here. Today we're discussing something very important in the jailbreak community, and that's coming directly from Apple. It appears that in the past week or so, Apple started to revoke a lot of paid developer certificates, and this affected pretty much all signing services like Flex Store and AppDB and stuff like that. I think all services that I know of had some certificates terminated in the past week. Some of them bounced back, but some of them were hit pretty hard. Now, Michael also posted this on August 26 when this started, and they said, quote, "Many Apple paid developer accounts being revoked or terminated is honestly the least surprising development of 2025. Now, it shouldn't be exactly a surprise that Apple decided to do this. Many services provided UDID adding to their account in exchange for some payment. So you would pay them like $15 or something, and they would add your device's unique device ID to their Apple developer account, and then you would be able to sign your stuff, get the betas, whatever. And a lot of services used to do that and make money off of Apple's accounts, which is not exactly okay from Apple's standpoint because this is against the Apple developer terms of service. Apple finally started a crackdown on those, and a lot of services have been affected, including Flex Store. Now, on August 27th, a day later, Flex Store posted this, quote, "In recent days, many iOS sideloading services have faced a large wave of certificate revocations. These blocks affected us as well, but only partially. The majority of certificates remain untouched. Flex Store continues to operate stably." But Flex Store is one of the lucky ones. There have been services that actually closed because of this, because their certificates got completely terminated, none of them working. Now, for those of you who are unaware, if you're using any of these services that provide you no computer jailbreaks like Flex Store does, so like Uncover, Dopamine, Taurine, Tools, and so on, maybe other apps, all of these have to be signed with a certificate, and usually these signing services have their own certificate that they use, and that one is a paid developer certificate. They buy those, but those are not intended to develop and of course distribute applications like that, and Apple may crack down on those, and that's exactly what they did in the past couple of days. Now, Flex Store, they appear to have bounced back because they've only been affected partially, but others were not so lucky. So services that use this kind of certificate may be in danger in the future because Apple is beginning to crack down on the way the Apple developer certificates are being used. Now, if you're using one of these services like Flex Store, Feather, and of course eSign, stuff like that, and you're using them with your own certificate, for example your own developer account, then you're very likely not affected by this because you're not using a shared certificate. So Apple doesn't have a reason to crack down on yours and of course to revoke it. But if you're using a shared paid certificate that you bought from the service itself, it may have been affected, though depending on what service you use, it may or may have not affected you. So for those of you who are looking to get jailbreaks without a computer, for example Dopamine and so on, or tools like Misaka X, iDevice Toolkit, and whatever, you can still get them from Flex Store, which also sponsors this video, because they still have their certificates intact, at least many of them, so you can still get Dopamine without a computer, the Uncovered jailbreak, apps like Blacklist, Pure PKG, and of course Misaka. But as I said, some of these services may actually face complete termination because their certificates are dead. So yeah, keep an eye on that, and if you have a no computer application installed for your jailbreak and it still works, do not uninstall it, because you may not find a better alternative for a while. So yeah, thank you for watching. I'm Snow. Till the next time, subscribe to stay updated, and peace out.